So always competitive about everything. Some people are very competitive. Hello, love. Hello, hello. Some people have like a kind of like an ego thing about the words "I love you." They're really afraid of it. Hey, Tiffany. My husband just got excited that you're. Hello, Tiffany's husband. Hello, Tiffany. You guys are so cute. How are you guys doing tonight? So, did you guys have any conversations at all after you watched my live yesterday? Best book to deal with my anxiety, trust issues that my man is falling out of love or cheating. I would get into fix that shit. If he is a selfish short-term thinker, though, dump the motherfucker and get into No More Assholes. And with the right person, do what's and fix that shit. My ex broke up with me but came to a mutual friend's house yesterday after knowing I was there. Why? Because he's probably telling himself, just because we're not together doesn't mean that I can't go where I want and do what I want to do. It could be that. Girls, so many. He loves how blunt and honest you are. Awesome. Well, I speak man. So that's why he likes what I say, because I keep it concise. Do you think trauma from childhood needs to be solved with therapy before you can work spouse stuff? So I certainly had trauma from childhood. Personally, when I went to therapy, the therapist ended up taking notes of what I was doing to help myself because these were things they didn't know to teach me. Ultimately, I unpacked my emotional childhood trauma in my relationship by starting with meditation. Starting with resisting the impulse to vomit into my relationship, because we kind of keep repeating this trauma over and over again because, like I have this pain, and so it's renewed all the time. I have this pain, and it's renewed all the time because it stays fresh because you keep having pain. And in order to stop having pain, you have to stop creating pain. And every time you vomit into the relationship, you create more pain. And so the pain is never healed because you're continuously creating pain. And so it started with meditation, so shrinking my amygdala, my brain's fight or flight, which reduces stress, fear, and anxiety. Like the amygdala is where stress, fear, and anxiety comes from. The hippocampus is introspection and compassion, how you think about yourself. So when you meditate, you think better about yourself, you reduce your capacity for stress, fear, and anxiety. Now you start to layer more behaviors on top of that. And so meditation, and then I layered resisting my impulses. So instead of going to my husband and going, I'm anxious about this thing that I'm telling myself you're doing wrong and you need to fix it so I feel better, I resisted that impulse and started the conversation in my head. Okay, I think I need to talk to him about this. What is he not talking to me about when it comes to me? Ooh, I can think of a few. You know what? I think that just canceled it out. I'm not going to have that conversation. Instead, when he comes home, I'm going to give him a kiss at the door. And so now, instead of vomiting pain into the relationship because I caused a fight and now there's distance and there's discord and there's discomfort and there's no closeness, and the love I'm trying to gain to make up maybe for what I didn't get in childhood continues to elude me. And so I meet my husband with a kiss at the door, and then slowly but surely my husband starts to get happy to see me again after 10 years of fighting, and he starts to feel closer and we start to feel more intimate, and there's emotional safety that starts taking place, and the love grows because when there's a fight there's a retraction of feelings, of course, because we go into self-protective mode. Every time there's a fight we retract in self-protection. And so the opposite started happening because there was no more fights. So the opposite of retraction is growth. And now what was happening is because there was a level of trust that was beginning to develop between us because we weren't biting each other's heads off. Our love for each other kept growing. And now this quest for love began to become fulfilled. And I started to feel better and better and better. And I started to have my emotions because I was stoic as fuck. Stoic as fuck, my love. When I wanted to cry, I went, no, you ain't gonna see me cry. Because I had the kind of mother who would slap me in the face and then go, take that look off your face. So what did I learn? Don't show your emotions. And so then I started to release my emotions and let myself cry. And I cried day after day after day after day until it became a novelty when I had a day that I didn't cry. But like I started releasing all these emotions that I pent up inside of me, all this grief, all this anger, all this frustration, all this pain. And I started healing. So that's a really long answer to your question. But yeah, you can heal in a relationship. But key is you need to be with a generous long-term thinker who loves you. You can't be in a relationship with a selfish short-term thinker and try and heal your baggage, because a selfish short-term thinker is being selfish. They're not there for you. There's no us for them. It's about themselves. You need to be in a relationship where the mindset of your partner is us. And in that place, you can unpack your baggage, and the work you're doing draws you closer. So I always say half the battle is having the right partner, and the other half is making it work. And part of making it work is unpacking that baggage so that you stop vomiting it into the relationship. And this is what you find in Fix That Shit. It's unpacking your baggage, because you have to. You've got to stop vomiting. And in order to stop vomiting, sincerely, honestly stop vomiting, you got to get rid of the shit. Not suppress it, not holding back anymore. Ooh, any tips for overcoming codependency? Yes, I got a book for you. It's called Custom Made, because you are making your partner your purpose, and that is what codependency is. I'm anxious when you don't text me back right away, because you are my purpose. And if you're not, feeding me, if you're not fulfilling me, then something is missing, and I need to work harder to get you to fulfill me. So I'm gonna have a fight with you about the fact that it took you 10 minutes to text me back, and while I was waiting for your text, I went on social media and saw that you were liking other people's pictures, and I'm pissed off. So this is codependency. You're so hyper focused on your partner because your partner is your passion, your partner is your purpose. So what you need to do is grab a copy of Custom Made, or know what your purpose is and start diving your attention in that, instead of always having your attention focused on your partner. When you and your partner are together, absolutely make it quality time, but don't aim to spend all of your time with your partner. And when the two of you are not together, don't aim to have them continuously be in contact with you so that you have that connection still. You should be taking time to connect with yourself. And what better way than to understand what your purpose is and put all of your energy into that when the two of you are not together. What is Lime Crew? Limerence? What is that? Nicole, what are you saying? I just connected. Oh, look at you. Wait. Look. Limerence. What is limerence? My engagement is on the brink of ending because he says I'm not submissive, can be disrespectful. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest here. My husband is Mexican Mennonite, and he grew up with sort of like that kind of God, I hate to say this. He grew up in a home where, like, the man is boss and the wife is like subservient, and listen, I'm a feminist. I did not marry a guy who didn't believe in absolute freedom, right? I married the kind of person that I would say, baby, I'm going out with my friends tonight and I'll see you when I get home. And sometimes that would be 12, 1 o'clock the next day, because I'm out in the bars, in the clubs, having fun with my friends. And my husband never had a problem with that because he knows exactly who I am. So it's not like you can't wear that, you can't go there, you can't talk to those people. So he's not suppressive though. This is it. This is what I'm saying. My husband is not suppressive, but my husband does want to be acknowledged and respected and understood. And so what he likes about me is that I cater to him, and I am understanding of his efforts and appreciative of his efforts. And I don't know what your man means when he says that. I don't know if he means you need to listen to what I tell you to do. You know, if he's saying you can't wear this, you can't wear that shade of lipstick, you can't go there, you can't have those friends, you can't talk to those people. If that's what he means, he got to go. A relationship needs to have freedom. If you're not with somebody who gives you freedom, you are with the wrong person, because the opposite of freedom is controlling. Never be in a controlling relationship. Don't be controlling in a relationship. But if he means like, you don't appreciate my efforts, you don't see what I do to you, you don't cater back to me, you know, seeing as I cater to you, right? Like my husband would never want me to cater to him if he did nothing for me. So there's different ways to view that word subservient. And one thing that I say about relationships is we should be of service to each other. Tips for relationship anxiety, relationship OCD, dive into Fix That Shit. Because what I do teach you in that book is how to manage your own emotions. And this is exactly what you're talking about. You feel like your emotions are out of your control. And so you do need to learn to manage your emotions. And that is what I teach you in Fix That Shit, because we all should learn to manage our emotions. We all need to be responsible for our own emotions and our own behaviors. Brian, is it possible to build after he abandoned his family and cheated? Not if he doesn't want to, right? And you need to have conditions. You absolutely need to have conditions. Never take a cheater back without conditions. I want spyware on your phone linked up to my phone so I know who you're talking to and where you are at all times without having to ask your permission. And if the answer is no to that, then my answer is no to taking you back. I don't need to be in a relationship with you. I will be just fine without you. They need to meet you halfway. It's not I'm going to do all the emotional work so that we can have a relationship again, if they're not willing to meet you halfway. Avocado, hello my love. Avocado says, I love that you do timestamps in the comments below your live videos you post on YouTube. Thank you. Let's give a thank you to my assistant, Lara, in Australia, because she's the lovely person doing that. She is amazing. That was her idea, and I absolutely love her for doing that. How do you get over someone you never dated? You use logic. I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me. I'm not going to be emotionally attached to somebody who isn't emotionally attached to me. Do you think never having argument fights with your boyfriend is a good thing? I think it's amazing. I think it's ideal. Let me tell you, having been on both sides of the equation, after fighting for 10 years with my husband, we haven't had a single fight in 5 years. It's much better over here. If you guys are not fighting, perfect. Do not wish for fights. You're good, my love. You're good. I'm teaching people to get to where you are, so you're good. Avocado, that's awesome. Good idea. Thank you. It's Lara, Lara. Lots of time put into that. Yeah, she says it's about 8 hours for every. Wait. Oh, did she say 8 hours for 5? Oh, 8 hours for 5 hours of video. Yeah, she does. She does. And she has ADHD. She does a really good job. She does a great job for me. I love her. I can do a lot more of this because she takes over like a fair bit on the back end for me. So that's really nice. I have her full time. Like she works for me full time. I fucking need a full-time assistant, which is amazing. Because I just want to pour my heart and soul into talking to you. Which is why I got her. I got her so that I could spend more time doing lives. Is it ever okay to reach out to the new supply to save your marriage? What is the new supply? To save your marriage. What is the new supply? We got to explain that one. Is it possible to start over after violence, sociological, some physical pushing, pulling? Listen, for me, they would have to go to therapy and like for an extended period. Like, it's not like you start going to therapy and I'll take you back. It's you have been in therapy for a year and the change is evident, and then I will consider taking you back. I do not have fights with my husband. It's been 5 years and I'm so super proud of this. We've been together for 15 years, fought for 10 years, haven't had a fight in 5 years, and it is so much better. So much better. Is it wrong to keep gifts from like a plush toy from a guy who had a thing for you when you have a boyfriend? Listen, it's okay to keep things if you like them, but don't keep it on your bed, don't keep it on your dresser. Like, keep it out of sight, right? Like, if you want to keep a memento, fine, but it's from somebody who gave it to you as a love gesture to win your affection. Don't rub it in your boyfriend's face. Don't rub it in your boyfriend's face. You like, if you want to keep it, fine, but put it away. Because I certainly wouldn't want, if somebody's going to give my husband romantic gifts, which is what it is, and if some woman came along and gave my husband sexy underwear as romantic gifts, do I want him wearing them for me? I don't know. What if he says his female friend understands him better? Ooh, my response to that would be, okay, well then you go to her. Obviously you are better suited to be with her. I want to be in a relationship with somebody who maybe leans into the relationship a little bit more instead of leaning out of the relationship. I think of my husband, like this relationship to me is kind of like my guiding point. I don't think anybody understands me better than my husband, and I don't think my husband feels that anybody understands him better than me, and I think that's a sign of a great relationship. Does it mean you can't talk to other people about problems in your relationship? No, I don't mean that at all. You should talk to people when you have problems and bounce them off your friends. By the way, not off your family, because family will not forgive as quickly as you do when you get through the issue, but your friends will. Will there be moments where on a certain issue that maybe my husband doesn't want to see my side, but my friend does, that I feel my friend understands me a little bit better at that time? Sure. But overall, who knows me best? My husband does, because I share the most with him. He sees the most, he witnesses the most, right? What's your opinion on two people being in a great relationship but wanting different things in life? That's absolutely okay. And I mean, here's the thing though, it depends. Is it a fundamental value you're talking about? Like, do you want to live in Arizona and they want to live in New York City? That's a misalignment of fundamental values, in which case it's not going to work. But I mean, I pursue this, right? Like, I want to be a public figure because I have a message that I want to get out really fucking far. My husband, when he shows up on lives with me, wears a mask. So we want two different things in life. I want to be a public figure. He wants to be a private figure. We still can have a very great relationship. Ismail Fave, do you do one-on-one coaching? Yes, I do. I do coaching for whatever you like. My niche is dating and relationships, but I am a life coach. I've even done business coaching. I've got a couple of people under me right now who are getting coaching on writing books. But I know you're talking about your love life. So I even do couples coaching, but I just need one person for couples coaching. So if you're single, absolutely I can help you get into the right relationship. If you're in a relationship and your partner doesn't want to do therapy, that's okay, honey bunny. I can help you. I can help your relationship by basically going through you, because if I can get you to understand things better, I can ease the tension in your relationship. If you decide to do what I instruct you to do, so as a behaviorist, the tools that I tell you are going to make your relationship better, then you can have an impact on your relationship. So my husband never read Fix That Shit. It takes one person to change the relationship. So if you want couples counseling, couples coaching, I don't have letters after my name. So if you want couples coaching, then, even if your partner doesn't want to show up, that's okay. I can still help you. Can you speak more on the fundamentals misalignment you were just talking about? So fundamental values are things like, I want to get married, but my partner doesn't. I want to have children, but my partner doesn't. I want to have a partner who is religious with me in my religion, but my partner is not religious, right? So this is a misalignment of fundamental values. These are things that for you are very important. Fundamental values, these are very important to me. If you get in a relationship with somebody who does not share your fundamental values, you are putting yourself in a situation where you are going to be upset, because it is going to be a battle, because you want them to come to your side and they want to be where they are. How do you not have fights with your husband? So it started with meditation, so shrinking the part of my brain where stress, fear, and anxiety came from. So now what that did is it reduced unnecessary fights, because I didn't have, what I call the blitzing amygdala, right? Your amygdala is like a muscle. Your muscle can burn calories after you've stopped working out. And the more you work out, the bigger your muscles are going to get, right? If you're lifting weights. And so your amygdala is like that too, right? The more stress and anxiety is hitting it from life, because let's face it, life is stressful, the bigger your amygdala gets, and then it also starts working on autopilot. So now you get stress, fear, and anxiety responses, and you go, well, who's making me feel that way? And we usually tend to attribute it to our partner. So then we go, why do they make me feel that way? And of course, we'll find something to nitpick. And so they're going to come home and we're going to say, I need to talk to you. You do this and you need to stop doing that. And then they get defensive because they're like, well, fuck, man, there's 10 things I haven't been talking to you about, but let's go. And so now you two get into a fight. So those fights are gone because I started meditating and stopped having automatic stress, fear, and anxiety responses. Now, what I then started doing was, the things that I thought I wanted to say, I had a conversation in my head first. And I'd say, well, is that positive or negative? And if it was negative, I didn't say it. And then I'd say, if it was something I wanted to talk to him about, then I'd say, okay, well, I'm going to say this to him. What's he going to say back to me? And I started having the conversation in my head. And, after a certain period of time, you start knowing what your partner is going to say in response to something you say. So instead of just thinking about my side and then going to him and vomiting my side, I started playing both sides in my head. Well, he's going to say this. Okay, so I'm going to say that back. And then he's going to say, that's not logical. I'm going to say this back. And so I started realizing there was conversations that I didn't need to have yet because I didn't have a good answer for what he was going to say back to me. So then I started thinking, okay, well, I need to have a solution before I have a conversation. So then I would think about something long enough to come up with a solution, but I realized it's not fair to ask for anything I'm not willing to do first. So if the solution was that he needed to do something that I wasn't doing, then I needed to make sure that I was doing it before I went to him and told him he needed to do that. So all these fights started going out the window because I started using all these tools. And because all these fights started not happening, what was left was space. And then the space started getting filled in with goodness. And then I started really liking the not fighting because of all the goodness that was happening in our relationship. And then I was like, damn, I'm feeling rewarded for not fighting. I think I'm going to keep doing this not fighting because I just like how this is. This is so good. Like, my husband is opening up more. He's being more generous to me because he's more appreciative of me. Okay, let's keep doing this. And I started taking responsibility for my behavior. So like, if I did have a vomit or something, then I'd think about that and I'd be like, ooh, okay, well, let me think about where that came from. And oh, you know what? I'm kind of hormonal, guys, like menopause and, hormones, sometimes hungry, sometimes tired, sometimes stressed. And then I would vomit on him, just be short and grumpy. And then I go, okay, where did that come from? I think about that after. Where did that come from? Why was I like that? And then, okay, well, you know what? I haven't meditated in 3 days and I'm starting to kind of feel bitchy again. So then I would do some meditation for 20 minutes and then I'd go see my husband and I go, baby, I just want to say I'm sorry that I was grumpy with you earlier. I realized I hadn't meditated in 3 days. And so I did 20 minutes of meditation and I feel better. And I just want you to know that wasn't about you. And he'd say, that's okay, baby, I forgive you. So who wants to learn how to meditate? Say me. Me. My fiance of 5 years tell me he hates me when he gets mad at me. What do? I don't reciprocate. Me, look at all the me's. All right, we're going to teach you how to meditate. When he gets mad at you, right? Seriously, it's hard to be angry and loving at the same time, just like it's hard to be compassionate and angry at the same time. So the truth hurts, right? Understand that the truth hurts. Is there, like, when you feel like something has injured you, when somebody says something, your go-to, I know our natural go-to is rejection, but that's an ego response. An ego wants to reject what it doesn't agree with. I don't agree with you not liking me, right? That's an ego response. But if you kind of put the ego aside and you go, okay, what's the truth in that? The truth is, in a moment of anger, we're usually not in love with somebody. Now, hate is a really strong word, but let me be absolutely clear for you. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. So the opposite of a passionate emotion is not another passionate emotion. It is a lack of emotion. So your husband still loves you, but just in those moments, he's not liking you very much. So that is what that is. I would grab a copy of Fix That Shit so that you get rid of the fighting, which is what is leading to the anger. Let's talk about meditation. So, do you guys have pen and paper handy? Say, I do when you got it. By the way, who usually takes notes when I do my lives? Say, I do. Say PP for pen and paper if you got your pen and paper. Say, I do if you tend to take notes when I do lives. I do. I meditate daily. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. I love it. You're so cute, Ariela. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Alrighty. No, you guys are so cute. I love it. I love all the PPs coming up. I do, cat. Awesome. Okay. So, first, where you go to. I want you guys to go to my YouTube channel. I have a Let's Meditate playlist on my YouTube channel. If you don't know where to start with meditation, you can start with track number 2, which is a 10-minute love signal. If you need a guided meditation, there are guided meditations on my Let's Meditate playlist. You do not need to start with track number 2. There are a lot of different meditations on there. And if you feel drawn to anything in particular, go with it. It may be your intuition guiding you. This is what you need right now. There's a lot of different things on there. There's things that are going to align your chakras. There's things that give you the ability to say, fuck it. There are, love frequency is great. I know I got a lot of you guys in love with the love frequency. There's reset ones. Like, there are some meditation tracks on there that are like fucking emotional resets, and maybe that's what you need. There are ones that open your pineal gland. which is basically like your super spiritual connector. There's tons and tons. Thank you. There's tons and tons and tons on there. A lot of different things that I tackle. My journey is on there. Like my spiritual ascension is basically mixed in on there because I started that playlist for me and then I shared it for you. So start with my Let's Meditate playlist. Play something for 10 seconds. If you don't like it, go try something else. If you don't like it, try something else. Play around, find what you like. YouTube is going to kick in too because it's going to go, oh, hey, you seem to be into this. Let me throw you some suggestions. Play around with those too. You don't have to stay on the playlist. But if you don't know where to start with the love signal. Everything is frequency. Listen, when you guys think about a friend and a minute later you get a text message from them, it's because your frequencies went, hey, here I am. And y'all picked up each other's frequency. So everything is frequency. And your emotions are frequencies as well. We got some suggestions popping up here too, you guys. So play around. Now, grab headphones because the majority of the tracks on there are binaural beats, particularly the tracks by Rich Pendlebury. This guy, by the way, makes music exclusively for us. For us. He picks up on our wavelengths and he'll message me. I know when he's thinking of me. It's amazing. I'll think of him and I'll be like, I'm hearing from Rich soon. And then he'll reach out and he'll say, hey, I've been thinking about making this track for the channel. And I'm like, yeah, I've been thinking they need that too. Like, it's amazing. I'll be thinking, like, I'll be working with a client who has trouble sleeping. And I'll be like, Rich really needs to make a sleep track for the channel. And then a few days later, he reaches out and he goes, I think I need to make a sleep track for the channel. I'm like, yeah, you really do. So it's really, really amazing. So the reason why you're going to wear headphones is because binaural beats is music that is filled with a frequency that pulls your brain waves into a meditative state faster, which makes the time you're doing this more efficient. And I love efficiency. And I got single moms, I got busy people, like let's be efficient with this. And so wear headphones because you have one frequency in one ear and one in the other. I have to not look at comments when I'm talking because I just totally distract myself. We're talking about meditation. So wear headphones because you have one frequency in one ear and one in the other ear, combining inside your head to create that specific frequency that's going to pull you into meditation faster. Now, don't lay down. You're going to fall asleep because it's relaxing. Make sure you're sitting up. I sit on the couch, I stuff a pillow behind my back to get my back up a little bit straighter. You can sit on your bed, wherever you want to, just make sure you're sitting. You can have your feet on the floor or you can cross your legs, whatever you like, it's up to you. Find your comfy spot. I tend to cross my legs, but my legs my knees get sore. So I will put a blanket over my lap to make myself extra cozy. And I'll gather it up on either side and tuck it under my knees to lift my knees up a little bit more. Find your sweet spot. Find your coziness. Find your comfort. You guys can find my playlist. You can find my YouTube channel, by the way, by going to the link in my bio. And you're going to see there's a link in there that takes you to my YouTube channel. So you're sitting down. You got your headphones on. You're plugged into your device. Don't do the Bluetooth, by the way, because that's frequency. The less frequency you're kind of having around you, the better. I'm a little bit of a purist with the frequencies. So don't do the Bluetooth because that's it's just a frequency between, the device and another device. And so do the plug-in headphones if you can. If you just got the Bluetooth, just do the Bluetooth, whatever. So you're sitting, you got your headphones in, you got your track playing. I'm not going to ask you to do nothing with your mind because I'm not insane. Most of you guys are women. I'm not going to ask you to not think. That's just bananas. I'm going to give you 4 things to do with your thoughts that is going to facilitate the time you spend in meditation. I want you to understand that every fraction of a second, you bring your focus back from making that grocery list. Lick a dog! Making that grocery list, thinking about the conversations you're going to have the next day, thinking about the thing you're going to do when you're done meditating, thinking about the homework assignment you're not doing right now. Every time you bring your focus back from one of those, you are shrinking your amygdala. Even if your focus is back for a fraction of a second, you have shrunken your amygdala and increased your hippocampus. So don't worry about how much you think. It doesn't matter. You sit down and give it the time and keep bringing your focus back. You will have an effect. It is effective. How long do you do it every day? Minimum 10 minutes a day on average. That means maybe you skip a day here or there, but by the end of 7 days, you need to have done 70 minutes. Minimum. Maximum is as much as you want, but a minimum of 70 minutes a week. Capiche? So, here's what you're going to do with your thoughts. I start with I surrender. So inhale, quiet. It's really easy to have a quiet mind on the inhale because on the inhale, there's so much going on for you to focus on. There's feeling the breath coming in your face. There's feeling your lungs filling up. There's making the effort to pull your breath all the way down to the bottom of your lungs to fill every last square inch. So focus in on your breath on the inhale. Your mind will quiet on the inhale. On the exhale, I want you to think the words, I surrender. Focus in on your breath, quiet your mind on the inhale. On the exhale, you think the words, I surrender. Every time you think the words, I surrender, I want you to relax a little bit more. Inhale, quiet. Exhale, I surrender. Touch in on your body and see if there's any tense spots. Consciously relax them on your surrenders and your exhales. Inhale, quiet. Exhale, I surrender. When you feel antsy, like you want to move on from there, like you're bored with this, like you're tired with it, here are your next 3. This is in no particular order. You do this at will, which means pick whichever one you want to go to next. Stay there for as long as you want to stay there for. It doesn't matter if you're there for 5 seconds or 50 seconds. It doesn't matter. You switch around, you bounce around in all these 4 after your I surrenders at will. Here's another one. Thank you for. This is gratitude. Gratitude is a very important emotion. Here's my gratitudes. Thank you for my body. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my mind. Thank you for my ideas. Thank you for my inspirations. Thank you for my followers. Thank you for the people who let me help them. Thank you for the people who are buying my books. Thank you for my husband who loves me so much. Thank you for my dogs who are so healthy and happy. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my car. Thank you for this beautiful forest. Thank you for my clothes. Thank you for the money that I have. Thank you for my guardian angels for looking out for me. Thank you, universe, for laying my path out before me. Everything and anything you can think of to be grateful for, thank you for. You can do this slowly or you can do it fast. It's up to you. There is no pace. You set your pace. Your brain, your choice. You do this the way you want to. Here's another one. I am. This is acknowledgement and this is manifestation. The universe doesn't know the difference. If there is in fact such thing as string theory, which in other words means at all times every possibility is currently happening. Let's choose. Let's choose. So I am is everything you are and everything you want to be. I am lucky. I am happy. I am content. I am peaceful. I am strong. I am powerful. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am beautiful. I am young. I am vital. I am fit. I am healthy. I am smart. I am wise. What else? What else? What else? What are you? What do you want to be? And then the last one, quiet mind. Quiet mind. This is where you focus on thinking nothing. No lists, no conversations except maybe the one the universe is having with you. No to-dos, no homework assignment, no TikTok songs. Kate, I'm here for that. Kate says you make me want to be a better woman. I love that. User, I can't see you right now, but you're great. Yay. So who's going to start meditating? By the way, you may sit down with a 10-minute track and do 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. If you sit down to do this every day or every few days, me, I love it. Ren, Allison, Dr. Pia, I love it. All you meditators, Erica, I am, honey. I took my notes and now I'm ready. Thank you. Yes. Ren, I'm doing the 10-minute love one today. Good. I love it. Love it. I love it. Licky dog. You guys are awesome. Good, 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 good. New meditators. I love it. Reading No More Assholes. Joy. What do you think of it, Joy? Tiffany. I enjoy meditating far more than I thought I would. Yeah, it is addicting. Dr. Pia. I am driven to change, but sometimes I take steps backwards. Well, it's okay, my love. Every time I start something new, I start in the middle and then I work out from there. So it's all good. You seem so happy and content is a big part of that for meditating. All of it, my love. Like it started with meditation, right? Oh, my computer just went off. Hold on. So because of meditation, I started being able to release my emotions, the negative emotions that were all trapped inside of me. And then also being able to develop a better relationship with my husband. Ty. Dear. This is my first time here. Won't be my last time for sure. Yay, my love. Just so you know, I am putting my lives up on YouTube as well. So, dear, my love, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can go catch up on my other live casts as well. Your lives literally make me feel super refreshed. Licky dogs, I'm here for that. I'm super here for that. Here for your evolution, my love. 100% here for your evolution. It is my purpose. It is my purpose. The universe put me here for you. I exist for you. Do you think that can be done while in a relationship that makes you feel the opposite? Here's the thing. Like we do tend to blame our partners for how we feel rather than take responsibility and start to change how we feel ourselves. I feel like I need to be alone first, and maybe you do. Maybe you are with a selfish short-term thinker. And so maybe you do need to leave this relationship. Will you say dump the motherfucker? I want the house to hear. That's right. Oh, that's right. Sometimes you just gotta dump the motherfucker. Sometimes he just got to go. Joy's happy you asked for that. How can I... Oh, it's the perfect definition. Yes. How can I differentiate my intuition from anxiety and insecurities in my relationship? The only way to do that is to start meditating. You will not know until you start meditating. What's a selfish short-term thinker? A selfish short-term thinker is somebody who is not ready to build a good relationship with you because they are about them and not about the us. There are 12 traits that help you define if somebody is a selfish short-term thinker. You will find that in No More Assholes. You're welcome, Tiffany. What is going on? Trying to get my music. I really need to get Rich to make me a 2-hour track so that I don't have to keep pressing play. How do I know if it's time to leave a relationship? If he's, first of all, you need to know if he's a selfish short-term thinker or a generous long-term thinker. If he's a selfish short-term thinker, then you go. If he's a generous long-term thinker, then you apply what is and fix that shit. And if after 6 months of applying what is in that book, there is no change in him, despite you having changed, then you need to go. Because what he's showing you is he loves dysfunction more than he loves you. If he wants to stay in a small town and farm and I don't, is there any point in continuing? No, there isn't. Because you guys are not aligned in your fundamental values. Like my, so a ebook is $9. You can go into your closet and you can find 2 pieces of clothing that you don't wear anymore that still look half decent. You can put them up on Facebook Marketplace, and you have the money to buy an ebook. Meditation can give you a lot of answers free. Meditation can give you a lot of answers because it calms your mind, and when your mind calms, you start to gain the ability to gain a lot more clarity, and it's free to start meditating. Like I have a Let's Meditate playlist. I've got a tutorial. I've got the music up on there. You just press play on the music. Obviously, you have a device, so you press play, and there you go. And so, there's that. Also, I have a ton of free content. Like, there isn't a question you have that I likely have, like, I've answered so many questions on, like, the bazillion YouTube videos, the bazillion blog posts, the almost 3,000, or probably by now 3,000 TikToks that I have. So here's the thing. You pay for convenience, right? So an ebook is $9, a paperback is $20, a coaching session is $125. You pay to get everything all in one place. You pay for the convenience of having something, but you don't need to pay to get my advice. Like I do all these lives, I repurpose them on YouTube so you can go back and watch them. If you're willing to invest time, right? The reason why you pay for a book is because I invested the time to put it together for you. But if you're willing to invest your time, then it's absolutely free. I'm so glad I came across your page today. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. I'm currently going through a lot. I appreciate you. Oh, yes, my love. I'm here for you. Yes, I'm here for those of you who are like just dying for solutions. I'm so here for that. Savannah, how effective is 5-HTP for anxiety and depression, and is it safe to take long term? So I find it very effective. You want to follow the directions on the bottle, because here's something I found out: if you take too much, you get poops. Your poop gets soft, and because 5-HTP helps with serotonin production. And I need all the books. I love that. I can't wait to read this next one. Yes. So serotonin is produced in your gut. So when you take 5-HTP, it increases serotonin production in your gut. So it does affect your digestive tract. It is okay to take. It is safe to take. You will find when you've recreated enough serotonin, when you've raised your serotonin levels, you're going to find that you feel like you don't need to take it anymore. I was taking it, and then I got to a point where I was like, I don't feel like I need to take this anymore. Like I don't feel like it's lifting me. I feel like it's kind of like kind of buzzing a little bit. And so I stopped taking it because my serotonin level had put itself back to a healthy place. Savannah says, I started 5-HTP, noticed a huge difference. What have you noticed, Savannah? What is the difference that you've noticed? How would you describe that? 5-HTP is a supplement. You can find it in the vitamins section. And it's something that helps you produce your body's natural happy chemicals. Giovanna, hello, my love. I'm happier. Yes, Savannah. Yes. Less anxiety. Yes, indeed. Yeah. More positive thoughts. I love it. I love it. Love, love, love. That's good stuff. I'm super happy for you. Trevor, my older sister, 29, told me to wait until I'm 24 to date again because us guys are so emotional. Because guys are so emotionally, oh, I'm messed up. Until then, what are your thoughts? Wait until I'm 24 to date. So what she's talking about is the brain is still forming until you're like 25, 26. Here's the thing, you cannot make a blanket statement. Like, even as a social scientist, you guys need to understand that I'm speaking in generalities. Generally speaking, most people are like this. But to say all guys are messed up is not true, is not accurate. There are plenty of guys who are not messed up. You just need to manifest them. And you need to not be caught up in the wrong relationship so that they can actually find you. Giovanna, I'm here every day. I don't miss one live. Hello, my love. How do you start the conversation of getting back with someone after breaking up? So first of all, make sure that you fix that shit, because there's no point going back to the same thing. You're just going to fight for the same reasons and break up again. So make sure you fix that shit so that you know what to do different. And then this becomes part of your approach, because you should be going back and saying, I've had a change of perspective and I want to do things differently, and this is how I want to do them differently. So in essence, a plan. So you need to have a change of mind and you need to have a plan. So you need to refix that shit. Now what you do is you go to them with a 3-part apology. Part number 1, I recognize the behavior that I did that I should have done differently. So I'm sorry for, and then all those specific behaviors. Don't leave anything out, by the way. A proper apology leaves a person speechless, because you've covered everything that's on their mind and they're just going, okay, right? Like, that's the response you want. If they have anything to say back because you've left anything out, you didn't do it right. Second part, I realize the emotional impact this had on you. So I'm sorry for, I realize that, the emotional impact. Part number 3 is your plan. This is what I'm going to do to ensure this does not repeat itself. I've been divorced for 4 years. I'm ready to start dating. Where do I find a good man? You find him in the pages of No More Assholes. Clarity is key. The universe cannot bring you what you are not clear about. If you go out into the dating world going, I'll know him when I find it, that's called confusion. And you are going to attract a confused person, because like attracts like. So start with No More Assholes. Get into the right mindset, which is calm and confident. Clarify what it is. I teach you how to do that you're looking for, so that you're not blindly going out there trying, right? Know the difference between a selfish short-term thinker and a generous long-term thinker. Use the no kissing for 3 months dating rule, so that the selfish short-term thinkers take themselves out of the equation. Trust me, this rule is a game changer. It is so revealing. A person's reaction to the no kissing for 3 months dating rule is hella revealing. You want to introduce this. You absolutely want to. And you need to know when to have certain conversations. When do you talk about what you're looking for in a partner? Not till he asks. What do you say on the first date? You get the intent on the table. Don't not get intent on the table on the first date. On date 1, the first time you two come face to face, you let him know you're there looking for a long-term relationship, and what about you? And you need to see their reaction when you say, what about you? Mad Money, hello. Hello, my loves. Oh, we went for a walk tonight with the doggies. I'm really good, my love. I took the babies for a walk. And Charlie, he's so cute. Oh, he's so cute when I say the W word, because he's like, it takes him a second for his brain to register I said it, and then goes, and he gives me the intense eyes. He was quarantined, now he's fine, still doesn't make plans to see me. What do I do? Boyfriend, girlfriend? Ask him why. Say, baby, how come you're not making plans to see me? I've seen him 5 times. Is it okay to ask his intentions on where it's going? Absolutely. The sooner the better. Do it in person, by the way. You want to see how they ask, because if they stutter and hem and haw, I want you to see that. Because if they stutter and hem and haw, then it means they're not ready for a relationship, right? Is it toxic for me to go through his phone while he's asleep? Do you suspect anything? Are you just looking just to go see if you can find shit? Because, I mean, if you go look for shit, you'll always find shit. Because you'll keep looking until you find something that upsets you, right? Like, oh, he's not talking to girls. He's not flirting with anybody. He liked that picture, right? So you're always gonna, if you're looking for shit, you will find shit. What book is good to self-love and not settle for someone? If you're single, No More Assholes. Absolutely. Also, Fake Love Need Not Apply. This one here. Super good. Did that on my first conversation with my boyfriend. He said he wanted long-term as well, 2 years. What do you mean no progress? He's your boyfriend. You were together. That's definitely progress. What do you mean no progress? How do I stop? Why is that book good? Because, so No More Assholes is the vetting process. Fake Love Need Not Apply is about making sure that you don't end up with a poser, a loser, a scammer, or a predator. And it's, there's a lot of self-love in here, like a lot of building your confidence and making sure that you are not vulnerable to people who take advantage of vulnerable people. So how do I stop looking for shit? My ex cheated. I'm having a hard time trusting anyone. You come take my No More Insecurity course. It's a process. It's not a quickie answer. But if you actually do want to change that and you're willing to lean into a process and change your behaviors in order to get your emotions and your thought patterns out of this, because you are in fact with a trustworthy partner. And that's the first question is, am I with a trustworthy partner? If the answer is yes, then come take my No More Insecurity course so that you don't continuously vomit into the relationship and distance somebody because they're like, why can't you see me? Dr. PL, yeah, gotta see the W word. He reflected and told me the real reason why he was grumpy. Liggy Dogs is good. Tiffany. Clayton just said he thinks he likes your content too much. He might start watching you too. Oh, does he have his own TikTok channel? I got some pretty awesome compliments sometimes. And I had somebody, I've had a few people say, I downloaded TikTok just to watch your content. I like that y'all are talking about me. Who here talks about me to other people? Say, I do. Am I wrong for feeling mad about learning that the guy I'm talking to is also talking to other girls? Yes, I do. Look at all the I do's. Oh, I will start. I love that. Me all the time. Oh, me all the time with my friends. So let me ask you this. Those of you who are, or those of you who I share you often, even lent a friend your book. I love that. Share the love. Yes, I love that. What do you tend to say when you talk about me? And for those of you who are new, who said, I will, what do you think you're going to say when you're going to talk to your friend about me? Recommend your books. Love it. Do breaks in a relationship away from each other work? It can, but you do need to, it's not like a break. Thank you. I like unique pieces. I really go for like the unique pieces. You're honest. A break is good if you are actually working on things. If you're working on yourself. If you're just taking a break to just take a breather, that's not necessarily going to change anything. So Ariella says things about self-love. You don't need someone who treats you like that. Ooh. I tell them the advice I've learned from you. I love that. Spread the love. Mad Money. I was watching your live earlier. How could anybody not want to watch her? She sounds so nice. That's amazing. I told my friend to fix that shit today. Oh, speaking my language. I love that. I say my therapist said, Savannah, I love this. Tiffany, that you're freaking amazing. Clayton said your shit is real. Love that from a man. Yeah, men keep it real for sure. Thank you for that. That's amazing. I love it. If you don't want to be in a relationship, then don't allow for, yes. Ariel, I'm gonna fill that in for you. If you don't want to be in a shit relationship, then don't allow for shit in a relationship. Good, Ariela, I love that. Miss Tickle Miser, that you're very real. Love this. Alyssa, this lady is all the self-awareness and wholeness we are missing. Oh my God, I love you guys. Jamie teaches you how to be more confident and how to find a good partner. Love. Liggy dogs, I tell them how honest you are and open up our minds about relationships and how to communicate. Yes. Oh, you guys are filling up my cup. Ana Maria, thank you. I also talk about your TikTok advice to my friends. Mad Money. My boyfriend said, how could anyone not want to watch her? She sounds so nice. By the way, people ask me, what's a red flag? And I say, if they don't like me. If your guy doesn't like me, that's a red flag. Miss Sveni. Wait. Keeping it real, Allison. Keeping it real is far more better than sugarcoating, in my opinion. I believe that too. Yes. All right. How long should you wait to be ready to live together? So my rule of thumbs. Oh, Licky Dog says you might have made me more confident. Yes. Together. We did that together. Okay, so how long should you wait before living together? So here are my rule of thumbs for timelines. First rule of thumb, no kissing for 3 months. From that first kiss, no moving in together for 1 full year. Why? Because you need to see how you resolve conflict together, and you need to see how you navigate ups and downs together. Once you have 365 days under your belt, then you can share an apartment together. Now, I'm not saying you can't sleep over at each other's house for a year. You can sleep over at each other's house for 365 days. I don't care. But don't give up your place. Don't have 2 people, 1 place. Because if it doesn't work out in the first year, I want it to be easy for you to extract yourself from the situation. Same reason why you're using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. If for whatever reason you realize this person isn't for you, it is easier to extract yourself from the situation if it's not a breakup. So no kissing for 3 months makes it easy to back out if you realize, ooh, too many red flags. And then no, what I call melding, right? So no melding apartment. Like you need to be 2 people, 2 places. No getting a dog together. Don't get a joint credit card. Don't get a joint bank account. No melding for 1 full year. After that, you can get 1 place. You can stay over at each other's house for 365 days. Don't give up your space. Have your place to go back to in case it doesn't work out, and you can just go, all right, I'm out here. And you're not stuck in any way, or you don't have to stay longer than you want to or longer than you should, right? Now, after you move in together, don't get engaged for another 365 days. Again, this is a whole new scenario. How do you go through obstacles together? How do you go through ups and downs? How do you resolve conflict? If you can do a whole year living together, then you can talk about engagement. So that's my rule of thumbs. When you're 18, you can kiss. Oh, Giovanna. I had my first kiss when I was 10. And that happens to be Rich Pendlebury, by the way. It was like, those were the kisses. But yeah, he was my first boyfriend when I was 10 years old. And we ran around Salzburg Islands with my cousins. Because he was friends with my cousins, and that's how I knew him. And he was my boyfriend for 2 weeks. And the 4 of us ran around Salzburg Islands. And Rich and I held hands, and we would kiss like that. And then I went home and, wrote him a letter, sent him a picture. Never heard from him for another 30 years. And now, here we are. So You know, I had my first kiss when I was 10. I had my first long kiss when I was 14. I had my first French kiss. I was maybe 15 or 16. Um, you know, so you don't have to wait until you're 18 to kiss. Um, Here's the thing, you know, in your early years, it's exploration and it's okay to explore. But be safe. Never, ever, ever let anyone cross your boundaries. You know, when you are uncomfortable, you get to say no. You get to say stop. And if somebody goes, oh, please, listen to me. You get up and you leave. Somebody who tries to cajole you, somebody who tries to manipulate you, somebody tries to beg and plead you into going beyond your boundaries or guilt you. Oh, well, like, I mean, look, you can't leave me like this. Uh-uh, uh-uh, uh-uh. No, that is sexual coercion. You do not stand for it. When you feel uncomfortable, you say, no, I want to stop. Even if you told them you wanted to go all the way and you start feeling uncomfortable, you go, you know what? No, I changed my mind. I want to stop. Oh, no, you can't. No. Leave. Get up and leave. Get out of the room. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. You go. You leave. You leave. This is your body. You get to make your own decisions. Nobody has a right to guilt you. Nobody has a right to manipulate you. Nobody has a right to coerce you. You get up and you leave. I'm reading Comeback Queen right now. Very insightful. Thank you, my love. I love that you feel that, because I really wrote that so that, you know, you can feel understood. So somebody's asking, how do you kiss? There is no way to kiss. But you can say to somebody, close your, I just want you to just close your eyes and just open your mouth just a little bit and just let me kiss you. And kissing is just the coming together of two lips. That's all it is. Can you give some advice on narcissism? Some of you guys, you know, you're like, I'm with a narcissist, and I'm like, dude, that right there is like, you got to go. Like, if you're saying to me I'm with a narcissist, then you got to go. Like, there's your answer right there. Because either they are a narcissist and you got to go, or you think they're a narcissist, in which case you really hold them in very low esteem. And so you got to go. So that's my advice on narcissists, is if you think you're with a narcissist, you couldn't think any lower of a person unless, you know, you think they're like a sexual predator going around and, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's narcissist is like one of the bottom rungs of the ladder of how we can view people. So if you think you're with a narcissist, then dump the motherfucker, grab no more assholes, and do better in your next pick of relationship. Is that's what I have to say about that. Anybody who's saying I'm with a narcissist, I'm like, I'm not reading beyond that. Like, it's there's no point. There's no point. If you think you're with a narcissist, then break up with him. Because obviously you think it just doesn't get worse as a partner, other than, you know, full abuse. A narcissist is somebody who does not care one bit about you. All they care about is them having theirs, how they're going to get it, what you're going to do for them, and it doesn't matter how you feel or what you think. It's all about them. Ashley says, yeah, my husband had to be the one to make the final say about divorce this Thanksgiving. Ooh. It had to be his idea so he wouldn't be petty and angry. Yeah. I have a question. Yes. Time together, how to go about it. What's the question? You're awesome. Thank you, Mia. I know what to do, but why is it so hard to do it? Because you are telling yourself you're weak, right? Because you're telling yourself you're weak. You're telling yourself it's too hard. It's so hard. I'm not strong enough to do this. right? That's what you're telling yourself, and that's why it's so hard to do it. Could the COVID pandemic be affecting my relationship? It's affecting a lot of things, yeah. It's not affecting mine. we really don't mind being cozy together. Daughter detox. What helps with insecurity and jealousy? Confidence and self-esteem. Also, the right choice of partner. How would you suggest my boyfriend and I heal our relationship trauma? You need to fix that shit and do what is in that book. It is an instruction manual on how to unpack and heal your baggage while in a relationship and simultaneously making it functional. How do you heal when you and your friend are no longer in contact? Not a romantic question. No, it's okay. So you release, right? I release the expectation that you should have been different. I release the expectation that you should be doing anything to satisfy my emotions. I understand that you are like this because if I look in your history, I see how it formed you. I'm at peace with the fact that we don't talk anymore because I don't want to, I don't want to be yearning for somebody who isn't yearning for me. Advice for self-esteem building. It's a process, my love. It's very much a process. It's not a quickie answer. But it does start with meditation because, like low self-esteem tends to be wrapped around with a lot of anxiety. So start meditating to calm your emotions. I have a husband. What if the narcissist manipulating you is your mom that needs you to care for her? Just make sure she's not talking shit. Sounds like you're talking shit, Matthew. I just started reading Say Yes to Goodness on Kindle Unlimited. Already loving it. Yes. Yeah, I have a better than Black Friday sale. I have books on Kindle Unlimited that you guys can read for free. As long as you cancel your 30-day free trial on day 29. You guys, and there's the link to that is in the link tree in my bio. Could childhood trauma contribute to alcohol? Yeah. Yeah, because, it's like I'm uncomfortable with my emotions. So I'm trying to stifle my emotions. Yeah. I'm uncomfortable. So I'm trying to not feel, right? How to ask him where it's going. It's been 1 month. He previously said he's looking for a partner. So what you're gonna say to him is, hey, I just want to let you know, like I'm done my playtime, and I'm really looking for a long-term committed relationship because I really want to get married and buy a house and have kids, like whatever your goals are, right? And then you go, what about you? Or like, do you feel that you're ready to lean into that kind of relationship? And if he says, well, not quite yet, bye. Because you want the person who's like a hard yes, and then you say, you guys have been seeing each other for a month, right? And so then you say, do you see us going in that direction? Advice on getting over someone, but you're both still in love but want different things. I would dive into Comeback Queen. And this is like, it's a symptom of being backward, not forward thinking, right? So I miss that, right? Like that's backward. The forward thinking is I'm redefining my next relationship. So it's accepting that you need to get over the past, leave it behind, and you need to start planning your future. My husband's only intimate with me once or twice every couple months. Why? Is he very stressed? Like, have you asked him why? Right? Like, I will literally, If my husband and I, have like, 3 weeks for maybe 4 weeks, and like, listen, the older we get, the less we're doing it. And also, once we got married, the numbers went down. I was like, why are we having? Don't be afraid to ask why, you guys. Don't be afraid to ask why. So my husband and I got married, and the sex went down in numbers. And I said, baby, why are we having sex less frequently? And he said, because I know I can have you anytime. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because I know the physiology. I know the psychology and the physiology, the biology that happens with sexuality in a committed relationship versus outside of a committed relationship. So there's that. And then there's also age, testosterone going down, there's stress levels affecting it. But I remember a couple months ago, I said, baby, why are we having less sex? And he said, because I'm stressed. Fair enough. So ask him why and see what he says. Tiffany, husband agrees. You're addictive. Your wisdom nuggets are so satisfying. Thank you, Clayton. I love it. We broke up, but he won't talk to me in person about it. Is this because he may still love me? He won't talk to me in person about it. I don't know, right? I don't know. I don't know. And we can come up with every reason under the sun, right? You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better. But here's the thing, the longer you swim in that and try to like use that or lean on it, the longer you stay looking backward. Your mantra. Oh no. Oh, Charlie. Oh. All right, we're back. Nothing makes you move faster than hearing your dog throwing up. So yeah. That's funny. You guys are cute. Yeah, so what's really cute is when he starts to throw up, I pick him up and I take him to the sink, and he throws up in the sink, and he's like, all good, mama. He's like in for the ride. The look of terror. I can just imagine. I'm going to have to watch the replay on that one. Whoo! All right, Charlie. Do you want to come cuddle, baby? You want to come see mama? Hi. He was like, that smells good, mama. How come I can't find it? Hi, Pumpkin. You want to come see mama? Oh, this is a good boy. Oh, look what I got. Hi. Oh, I saw my ex today and used your advice. I'm fighting for the love of my life. Ooh, Isabel. So what in particular? What in particular did you say to your ex? What do I do if my fiance is falling asleep trying to still make me feel good? Let him have his rest. The man is obviously tired. So any recommendation on how long to do self-work before moving on from a breakup? You should start moving on, like self-work and moving on. That process is all. Oh, somebody just got no more assholes. How long to do self-work before moving on from a breakup? You should be starting to move on right away, right? Because your mantra is, I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to be in a relationship with me. So, like, when the breakup happens is when you start moving on. to see this answer. I saw my ex today and used your advice. I'm fighting for the love of my life. Isabel. Is Isabel saying something again? Isabel. Sweet Charlie. I feel like talking in person would give me closure. I know it would help, but he is scared too. Amanda, let it go. Let it go. You give yourself the closure you need. I made a TikTok about that recently. This was so sweet. So I was going through my For You page, and there was this girl, and she was like, you just kind of see like part of her face, and you hear her dad talking, and he's saying, you know, like, closure is nice, but and he's giving her this like wonderful, warm, fatherly advice about how she can give herself closure. You know, she can give herself closure. She can give herself what she needs. And I was showing parts of, you know, by knowing that she did everything she could, right? And I was like kind of showing like a specific part in Fix That Shit where I say that, you know, that you can give yourself the closure you need by knowing you did everything you could. So go into my TikToks, go find that one, my love. I think it's going to help you. Isabel says, stayed calm and collected, didn't overreact, and communicated clearly. I am so proud of you, Isabel. Good for you. Good for you. And there's more. I am very reactive and it was hard. Yeah, but you did a good job. Boyfriend said he texts a girl he used to date. I don't know how I feel about telling him to stop. Well, here's the thing. He told you something in honesty, right? Now, if you use this and turn it into an uncomfortable situation for him, I'm not comfortable with you texting her, you need to stop. And then he's like, well, like, I mean, you know, I'm not like trying to hit on her. Like, it's not anything but platonic for me. He will not tell you the truth going forward because the truth for him turns into a situation. If you want to continue getting the truth from your man, you take the truth and you go into your logical mind. You are having a biological reaction right now, my love. Understand that there are three parts of you: your biological body, your logical mind, your spiritual connections. Again, what is spiritual connections? Is when you think about a friend and a minute later you get a text message from them. So you had a biological reaction. That anxiety, that stress, that fight or flight that you're feeling right now, that fear that you're feeling right now, this is the cave woman in your brain going, that's my resource. Bitch, get back. That is mine. That's the biological body, because back in caveman days, the men we chose were part of our survival skills. And so we certainly probably fought for the men that we chose because we didn't want our men to leave us and go choose another one when we had that baby in our belly. So we made sure we chose a good man, but we were probably protective, which is why we have this protective reaction to other women circling, or the perception that another woman is circling our man. So you're having a biological reaction. Now, let's go up into your logical mind. Who are you with? Are you with a trustworthy man? Are you with an honest man? Are you with a devoted man? Does he love you? Is he a generous long-term thinker? And does he talk to you like he's planning a life with you? If it was yes, 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 here's your guidelines for a good man. Hardworking, loyal and devoted, practices the 3 P's: protect, profess, provide, makes you laugh more than anybody else. If it's yes, 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 yes on all of that, honey bunny, before you open your mouth, you go up into your head and you say, what do I need to do? So the answer, if it's been all yeses, by the way, if it's been all yeses, then the answer is you keep your mouth closed and you stay observant. What does this develop into? If anything, don't be reactive to something that hasn't happened. Devoted for life. I needed to hear this. Yes, love that. I'm here for you, baby girl. Grab a copy of Fix That Shit. Make sure you know how to be functional in your relationship. Tips on how to spice up a relationship. You make out twice a day. Ooh, I had some juicy makeouts with my husband today. Ah, I love it. Make out twice a day. A make out is a kiss that lasts a minimum of 5 seconds. You make out at the hello, you make out at the goodbye. We get a lot of hellos and goodbyes, so my husband and I, we make out several times a day. How do I know if I needed to end a relationship? If you feel indifferent to the person, if they are abusive. I raved about how much you've helped me, Isabel. I love that. Together. You know, listen, I can talk until the cows come home. If you are unwilling to shed your ego, if you are unwilling to change your behaviors, I am ineffective for you. But the combination of me talking and your desire to level up and put in the effort creates all this lovely goodness, and I love it. I love what we're making, my love. Girlfriend dumped me over my anger. I got help and addressed childhood trauma. I want her back. Any advice? So Frank, this is what you need to do. First of all, how is she going to see the change? Because this needs to be something that you put before her. I have changed, and this is how you can recognize it in an empirical way. You need to prove. You need to prove that you are a different person. You can't just say it. It's got to be evident in some form or fashion, because this is one of your talking points. So until you figure that out, you don't have anything to say to her. In addition to that, you need to create a 3-part apology. I'm sorry for all the behaviors that you need to take responsibility for. Leave her speechless. Leave nothing out. If there's anything that she could go, yeah, but you didn't do it right. The second part of your 3-part apology is, I realize that all the emotional impact it had on her. Again, if you don't leave her speechless on this, you did not do it right. And then the last part is, this is my plan for ensuring that I never do this again. And you need to have that plan. Is bringing things up in the past bad for a relationship? Yes. The only time you should bring up something in the past is when you are going to take responsibility for something that you need to take responsibility for. Tiffany, Clayton said he's open to a one-on-one with you. He swore no more female therapists, but now he's willing. I like it. All right, Clayton, let's do it. Here's how you guys book a session. Go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a button that says one-on-one. You click on that, it takes you to a page. Choose the type of session that you want. And so basically you're going to pre-purchase your session. I don't have money on the mind when I do my sessions. I refuse to have money on the mind. I got screwed over one time, and I'm like, you just ruined it for everybody. So y'all pre-purchase your sessions. So pre-purchase your session, and then there's a link that you're going to click. It says click here to book your session. It takes you to a booking page. You're going to select the time. Like, all my availabilities are there. I did this for you guys now, so like it streamlines the booking process a lot better. I love it. Go ahead, book in your session, and at your session time, I contact you because I have your information. How about making things work? Fix that shit. Taylor, I'm very unavailable to affection of any sort after being cheated on and manipulated. Advice on healing. I would start with listen. There is a succession, okay? If you are heartbroken, come back queen first. Then fake love need not apply. If you are not heartbroken, jump into fake love need not apply. Knowledge is power, my love. This is how you avoid posers, losers, scammers, and predators. Do what is in this book. Then you graduate to no more assholes. This is your vetting process. Let me tell you, if you follow my advice and no more assholes, including the no kissing for 3 months dating rule, don't tell me nobody's going to wait 3 months for first kiss. The type you used to fall for would not wait 3 months for first kiss. Those are the ones that got to get walking, and you got to let them walk away. So impulse control gets you the bigger prize. So no kissing for 3 months is something that's going to help you achieve a relationship with a generous long-term thinker. Selfish short-term thinkers can't wait 3 months for first kiss. So come back, queen. Fake love need not apply. No more assholes. Put yourself back together. When boyfriend nitpicks about how things should be done or should have, how can I handle it? Liggy dogs. Are you reading Fix That Shit, my love? Are you reading Fix That Shit? Are you doing what's in Fix That Shit? Tiffany, you're welcome. If I have to work on myself and figure out my direction in life, should I stay in a relationship? If you're with a generous long-term thinker who loves you, you should be able to do that while in a relationship. My boyfriend said hurtful things to me during an argument. I asked for an apology. He said he needs space. Do I leave him alone or does he guts to go? Give him space. Give him space. And here's the thing. It's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. So you think of your apology while you guys are taking your space. And when you come back, I want you to start with your apology. Say, baby, I just want to say I'm sorry for the behavior. You could have done better. Listen, if he says something hurtful and you had any kind of a reaction back, is there anything you need to take responsibility for? Don't let your ego answer that question, by the way. You know, you want an apology from him. Show him how an apology is done. Don't demand display. So a 3-part apology. I'm sorry for. Listen, I'm sorry for reacting. I'm sorry for yelling at you. You know, I'm sorry for. What could you have done better? I realize that. It probably added to your feeling of frustration and anger. I am going to start meditating to ensure that I am not so reactive when there is a situation between us. Not yet. We'll be buying soon. Licky dogs. That is the answer to your question, is doing what is in Fix That Shit. Thoughts on flirtationships. You know, when you're in a relationship, recommendation on meditation. I want to start meditating. Go to Christmas gifts to myself. I love it, Taylor. Go to my bio, click on the link tree. There is a link to my YouTube channel. Track number 2 is a 10-minute love signal. Start listening to that with headphones. Or anything else you feel like you're drawn to on the Let's Meditate playlist. You're welcome, Licky Dog. Thank you, Giovanna. Mama likes her bling. Can I be afraid of conflict and still be ready for a relationship? Of course. Absolutely. Yeah. How do I deal with a needy boyfriend? You tell him that you love him, but you can't be responsible for his feelings. He needs to take responsibility for his feelings. And if he feels anxious when you two are not together, he needs to divert his focus into his purpose and his passion instead of making your relationship his purpose and passion. So that when the two of you are not together, you are focusing on fulfilling yourselves. And when the two of you are together, you're focusing on spending quality time together. Flirtationships when you're single, super fun. Go for it. Nothing wrong. Ooh, I got Fix That Shit in my cards. Miss Sugar, I love it. Logan, hello. Love, love, love it. I feel like I love meditation way more when I'm outside. Yes, probably. What are your thoughts on attachment styles and compatibility? Attachment styles are labels, and I do not like labels. Thank you, Giovanna. I don't like labels. You're welcome, Logan. Um, I don't like labels because we tend to wear labels like STDs. I'm an anxious attachment person, right? And then you're like, I'm bad. I'm wrong. I'm just really not quite right. And like if you're single, wearing your attachment style, you're like, when do I tell them my attachment style? Like you need to disclose an STD. And I don't want you guys to do that. The way that you get to an attachment style, that label, is you go, okay, what are the behaviors that create an attachment style? And then you go, okay, the behaviors, stamp. What if we bypass the label? Here's a thought. What if we bypass the label? What if we go, okay, there's these behaviors that I'm doing and they're getting in the way of me having a functional relationship. Let's have a conversation about that. Let's have a conversation about the behaviors you're going to do that are going to give you the result that you want. Now, at no point in this conversation have you labeled yourself a wrong person. You're simply going, there's things I'm doing that I feel I can be doing better. Awesome. Let's talk about how you're going to change those things that you're doing so that you have a better outcome. It's such a simpler conversation. And at no point did you label yourself as a wrong, bad, diseased person, right? So that's what I want to do. I don't want you to view yourself as diseased. I want you to view yourself with more compassion and understanding. And I say with understanding comes compassion. I love languages, by the way. Love languages are very helpful in understanding a person. Thoughts on when to introduce someone I've been dating for 2 months to my teenage children before you kiss them. Before you kiss them. Because you don't want to... Isabel. You don't want to fall for someone and then introduce them to your important people and then be torn because it's not working out. Your people in your life are great guides, right? The people who love you see things differently than you do, right? Because when you're dating somebody, you got goggles on. And it's like the hope goggles. It's the, I want to build a life goggles. It's I'm looking for a partner before I'm 40 goggles, right? And so you might be missing some things because of the goggles that you're wearing. So before you kiss somebody, introduce them to your inner circle. Say, hey kids, we're going to go and grab a hot dog with my friend. Because you're not kissing, right? We're going to go grab a hot dog with my friend. And then let your people assess this person. See how they get along together. It's listen, if this person doesn't get along with your people, or your people are like, hey, like I'm kind of seeing some red flags, you have a better perspective on it if you're not kissing, and it's easier for you to go, you know what, maybe you're right, and maybe I shouldn't be seeing this person. If you're not kissing, it's easier to end this if you're not kissing. But if you're already kissing, you're telling yourself, I'm in a relationship, and then they don't get along with your kids, and now you have to break up. So it just makes it a lot more complicated. Isabel says, thank you for helping me. My life and love has changed for the better. I love that. I'm getting these amazing sister messages lately. I had one who said that she got no more assholes for her 13-year-old sister because she suffered from low self-esteem, and like every day she sees her sister getting better. I got another one today from a girl who said, like, thank you for your work because my sister dumped her toxic boyfriend and my relationship has gotten better. And I'm like, oh, this is good shit. So very awesome. I love your feedback, you guys. I really do. Tiffany says, yes, gosh, I wish I had these words a week ago. Glad I do now. Exactly. Some people are like, I wish, where were you 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago? I'm like, I'm here now. I'm here now. Let's do this now. How do I stop being so pushy and clingy in a new relationship? Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to grab after the first kiss. After the First Kiss is the book that helps you build a new relationship the way it should start. I do help you deal with clinginess. What you're experiencing is what I call the insecurity phase. This comes from a fear of loss. You are emotionally invested and now you fear losing your emotional investment. So you're like, and you're kind of grabbing on a little extra tight. Because you don't want to lose it, right? It's like, it's a reflex. We buy a car, we get car insurance, we get a pet, we get the microchipped, right? I'm invested in this. I don't want to lose it. So get after the first kiss so that you can do the process of relaxing. Joe, my partner and I love each other very much. Why can't we stop bickering? Because it's a combination of overactive amygdala and probably unresolved baggage. So, and also not having the proper role models. So what you need to do is fix that shit. If your partner is open to doing new things in order to get a different relationship, fix that shit. Gets the fighting out of your relationship. My husband and I have been together for 15 years. We have not had a fight in 5 years. By the way, my husband has not read Fix That Shit. Which just goes to show it really just takes one person to become the emotional leader for a relationship to change. Manifesting my husband. What book do I need? No More Assholes. Yes, no more assholes. How to show respect to your husband. Fix that shit. Oh, I love these quickie answers. Yes, fix that shit. Absolutely, 100%. I love you too, user. Yes, my husband is very happy now that I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's so easy, you guys. Guys, who here is following my advice? By the way, who here is going to fix that shit? Is following my advice? Is it hard or is it easy? Say so in the comments. How do you separate taking responsibility for your own projections versus forgiving the other? Start meditating, because meditating really helps you sort of release the outcome. And that's what forgiving is. It's releasing the outcome. And you don't need to separate taking responsibility for your own projections. Just take responsibility for your behaviors. Easy. I've been trying so hard. You're an angel. Easy. Giovanna, very easy, but you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone 100%. In order to get a different result, you have to start using different behaviors. I wish I would have found you before my last girl and I broke up. Yes. Change is hard. What is change? Change is hard. Here's the question though. It's not, is change easy, right? Because when I moved my toothbrush from the cupboard beside the sink to right beside the tap, I kept reaching for the cupboard for a full month. It's not that change is hard, it's that your brain becomes habitual. But the process, the steps to changing, are they hard or are they easy when you follow my steps? Tori Lynn says, me, it is easy. Mad Money, me. Avocado, so easy. Capricious says, I bought Fix That Shit. Tori Lynn, me. Look at all the me's. I have to know what's your zodiac sign. Scorpio. Your local lawyer. What does that tell you when I say Scorpio? What does that tell you guys? Those of you who know stuff about zodiac signs, what does it tell you when I say I'm a Scorpio? Stuck on meditation. Can I do walking meditation? Yes, I did one tonight. I love walking meditation. I feel walking meditations are super powerful. Tiffany, I just ordered paperback version of Fix That Shit. I already had it on Kindle. You're the second person who's told me that they got it on Kindle and then they went and bought the paperback because they wanna have the book whenever they want it. Is there a waiting list for your one-on-one? No, you can go ahead. You can go to the link tree in my bio. There's a button that says 101. You click on that. And then you will see, if you click the link that says click here to book your appointment, you can go straight to that and go see, uh, you can click on that and go take a look at my availability, see if that works for you. And you can even, while you're there, go ahead and book your appointment. Just make sure you go and pre-purchase your appointment, because unless your appointment has been purchased, it doesn't count. We're not going to have an appointment unless you've already paid for it. Oh my God. I've heard Scorpios are sensual. Yes, I was. So some of you guys y'all are gonna freak out when I say this, but I used to be a stripper. I was a stripper in my previous career, and I was very good at my job because, yes, Scorpios are quite sensual. I'm a Scorpio, knows your worth and what you deserve. Indeed. Beware. Yes, we do have a stinger. And the saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. We're also patient. Strong. Yes, I agree. I love it. A tangible life manual to share, Tiffany. I love that you said to share. That's generous. Is substance use always a deal breaker for an already established relationship? Here's the thing. I was an alcoholic and my husband didn't know it. I flew under the radar. I was also a cocaine addict. My husband didn't know it. I was flying under the radar. But it would have been fair for him to say, like, if he found out, like, this is not the relationship I want to be in. I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who is addicted to substances. And I was really spiraling down a rabbit hole, and it really was getting in my way big time. It would have been fair for him to say, this isn't what I signed up for, and I don't want to be in this relationship. And I probably would have said, can you give me a chance? Can you give me a couple of weeks for me to, like, stop doing this, because you're more important than this? And if it came down to a choice between that and him, then I probably would have buckled down and stopped doing it, because I don't think I would have chosen drugs or alcohol over him, but I was very sneaky with my intake, and he just thought I was tired sometimes. So, listen, if it's getting in the way, right? If it's getting in the way, if there's financial abuse going on because all their money goes to that and you have to pay all the bills, you got to let them go. If it makes them abusive in any way, you got to let them go. So, it's don't stay for shit. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to stay and help them even though they're putting you through hell. It flew under the radar because it wasn't obvious to my husband, right? If they're putting you through hell in any way, you have every right to say, nope, not staying for this. How did you overcome your addictions? I started meditating, because I was doing this to numb my feelings. I started meditating, and the first effect it had was to help me start to calm down. And then the second effect was to help me release the emotions that I was trying to numb. And so it helped me go through my emotions. After the 3-month mark, how do you make sure he's marriage material and not just long term? After the 3-month mark. So reading No More Assholes, there are 12 character traits that help you understand if this is the type of person you should be with. So it's not just no kissing for 3 months and you're not observing or actually paying attention to anything. It's no kissing for 3 months and you use this book to look for the red flags. It's not like I don't talk about red flags in here. It's not like I don't talk about who you should be looking for. Butterflies. If I book an appointment, can I have my boyfriend on the call with us as well? Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I don't charge extra if there's 2 of you on the call. How can I start meditating? Any suggestions? Yes. Head over to my link tree in my bio. There's a link to my YouTube channel. Go over there. There's a Let's Meditate playlist. There's a little tutorial, and there's also a 10-minute love signal, which is track number 2. So if you don't know where to start, you can start with that one. I hear getting off coke is not as hard as some of the other drugs. I would say true. Here's the thing though, coke is a dopamine releaser, right? And dopamine is your reward chemical. So listen, I go to a party where like I still have friends that do it. And so if I go to a party and I know like friend X is going to be there and I want to do it that night, then I will do it that night with that friend, but I don't buy any because that's where the trouble is going to start. But you know, it's, I can choose, right? Like I can choose not to because I choose to not feel like shit the next day. I can choose not to because maybe I want to do MDMA, which I still do every now and then, but I don't know. I find like with my aging brain, like I just really like to keep it, right? And the recovery, the older you get, the longer it takes. So I don't have the bounce back that I used to. And so, you know, drugs and alcohol for me are becoming more and more of a deterrent just because I just like to just stay and not have to recover for a while. So there's that, right? But like honestly guys, like when I stopped cocaine, it was the night that I OD'd, and I decided that if I died, I died, because I didn't want to explain an ambulance in front of my house. And that was the night that the voice in my head, capital T, capital V, yelled at me. It has never yelled at me before, but it yelled at me. And it said, "You're going to die." And I went, and I had half a gram left. And I just immediately, like there's no pause. I did not press pause. I didn't even think about it. I just went, and I grabbed that baggie and I flushed it down the toilet, and that was it. And I've never bought it again. But man, that voice, ooh, it looks out for me. It looks out for me. And you bet I listened. You bet I listened the night it yelled at me. You bet I listened. Yeah, it was pretty loud that night. On that note, since y'all are so quiet right now, if there is anybody who wants to get a notification when I go live, press the follow button if you're not following me already, and then press my image again, and you're going to see a pop-up in the bottom with a bell in the bottom right hand corner, and then you press on the bell, and then when I go live you should be getting a notification. Whoopsie, hello. Who is here right tonight with me right now because you got a notification when I went live? Hello, Ailey. You guys stay with me for so long. Me, licky dogs. I did. Yay, bubble party. I love it. Faith. Whoopsie. Chelsea. Hello, Chloe. Stephanie, my husband is amazing, but he struggles with bipolar disorder. I'm sensitive and take his moods personally. Advice. So what you want to do, Stephanie, is detach your emotional roller coaster from his ride and just ride your own emotions and not his. So I really do feel that you need to get into Fix That Shit. Because if you ride his emotional roller coaster, he does worse because his downs go down lower because you went down with him, and he's down for longer because you're down with him. If you manage to stay steady while he goes on his roller coaster, then he's not gonna go so low, and he's gonna come back up faster, and then here you are ready to greet him when he comes back up, which makes coming back up more rewarding. Also, Buddy better be taking his meds if he's bipolar. If he's not, that's not fair. He needs to be doing the least he should be doing to be in a good mental state, and that is taking his meds as prescribed by the doctor. Is he taking his meds? Gentlemen. Tips on enjoying the single life. What do you mean tips on enjoying the single life? I'm ADD and I make sure to take my meds. Good, licky dogs. Excellent. How to enjoy the single life. Know what you're custom made for. Know what fulfills you. That is the what's the word? The meaning of life is finding meaning for you. Like, what makes your life meaningful? What makes your life meaningful? So if you don't know what your purpose is, like my purpose is to be here for you. My purpose is to teach you how I got to where I am. That's my purpose. What is your purpose? Do you know? If you don't know, then you need to dive into custom made, which is this book, that one right there. Dive into custom made and find what your purpose is so that you can really enjoy your purpose, enjoy why you are here, and have something, kind of like to wake up to every day. Hello, Madison. Hello, Madison. Oh, guys, I'm going. God damn. I'm going viral again. Hi, hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. I love to have you as my life coach. I will absolutely be your life coach, Chloe. We can do one-on-one sessions. The link to that is in the link tree in my bio. I will absolutely be your life coach. I need to be single to heal my traumas, but I feel pressure because everyone I know is engaged. Are they pressuring you, or are you feeling sort of like I need to be like everybody else kind of thing? Grab say yes to goodness. Because I can't imagine that I don't teach you some good fuck it when it comes to other people's thoughts and opinions about you. He has a borderline personality disorder. He stopped the meds because he would get sick. He meditates. Okay, well, that's fair enough. He's doing something for himself. Fair enough. You're going to start meditating too, by the way. Are you getting fixed that shit? Miss Stephanie? Oh, whoopsie. My ex is a friends with benefits. My ex is my friend with benefits. She's catching feelings again, but I don't want to get back together, so stop having sex with her. In my cart, Stephanie, good girl. I started dating someone. I already gave him the cookie because I didn't think we would end up dating. Chantal, hello. We share a name. Dude, I gave all my time to my boyfriend, but he doesn't seem to make any for me other than sleeping. Oh no. Do a love language quiz with him. What do I do when my boyfriend has a fantasy that I don't share, but he constantly brings it up? Draw the line. Say, you say, 'Cause You say, I have heard you say this before, and I have let you know what I feel about this. I don't want to hear this again. If this is something, though, I think maybe we need to discuss this. If this is something that you absolutely feel you need to do and you won't be happy unless you do this, it seems to me that this is not the right relationship, because there's something that you feel you want to experience in your life that I can't offer you. And so maybe we should break up so that you can go do what it is that you feel you want to do. Uh-oh. Now we are, and I really like him. Tips on making him see me seriously. Chantal, you need to have a conversation where you say, I'm done my playtime and I really want a long-term relationship. Where are you at? And then get where he's at, and if he says, no, it's not what I want, then you need to break it off with him. I can't forget my girl's past. So you were living in your imagination, and if you are vomiting that into the relationship and making her feel bad, then you are being dysfunctional and unfair, and you need to stop. It's not okay. It's not okay. It is absolutely not okay. So you need to find a way to deal with your emotions and your thoughts so that you stop vomiting them into the relationship and hurting your girlfriend, because your imagination is creating anxiety in you that you are not dealing with yourself and instead are vomiting on her. Thank you, Giovanna. I'm curious which of my posts is going so viral right now. It looks like one I made of a, check this out, guys. Oh, wait, hold on. This one's going bananas. That's it, but it's going crazy. It's got 56,000 views now. Crazy, like 50,000 views like in the past few hours. Fun. What you just said about how my ex acted, but she thought I was cheating all the time and I wasn't. Yes. Oh my God, what you just answered is my boyfriend. I've been telling him this. He doesn't change and keeps us in limbo. So, bubble party. Here's the thing. You actually get to control your own life, and you can decide that this thing that he's doing is not okay with you, and you won't put up with it any longer. You want to be in a relationship with somebody who is in the moment with you, rather than trying to continuously make you feel bad about your past. And you can tell him all this and draw the line and say, I will no longer be in a relationship with somebody who does not manage their own thoughts and emotions and instead chooses to vomit on me as an anxiety reduction technique. It's not fair for me. I won't stay for it any longer. We are canceled. You can make that decision. And if he wants a relationship with you, he can decide to manage himself. But while you allow him to come and go and do what he wants and say what he wants, and you are following his lead, which is dysfunctional, you will continue to have the same outcome. But when you say, I'm done with this, the outcome can change. Either he decides to change in order to be in a relationship with you, or your next partner will not be doing the same thing. But this pattern will only stop when you put a stop to it, because he's choosing not to, because he can, right? He can keep going with this, and you just keep taking it because you keep taking him back. We are all responsible for our own emotions. We are all responsible for our own behaviors. Yes. I care about him and trying to be strong and wait, but it hurts to feel him not caring anymore. Don't wait for somebody who doesn't care for you, my love. I don't want to be with anybody who doesn't want to be with me. Bye. I'm going to level up. You are at a low level right now. I care for somebody who doesn't care for me. It hurts to feel him not caring anymore. I care for somebody who doesn't care about me anymore. That's here. I want to care for somebody who cares for me. That's here. It's time for you to level up. How do you know if you're being reasonable about something or not? I always doubt my thoughts. It starts with meditation. Meditation helps calm and clear your thoughts. How can you be calm and how can you understand your thoughts when everything is running around in your mind and you haven't done anything to reduce the size of your amygdala? So stress, fear, and anxiety is just going bananas inside your head. Start with meditation. It will calm your thoughts. With calm comes more clarity. So start with meditation. If you're in a relationship, get fix that shit. If you're single, get no more assholes. All of my self-help books start with meditation because you achieving your goal, whatever it is, starts with meditation. Do different love languages work? Yes. He's more on the verbal side and I'm more on the physical side. Yes. So they do, you just translate, right? And for your need for physical affection, look, you don't have to wait for him to come give you affection. You can go give him the affection that you want to give him. And also maybe have a pet, cuddle up with your friends and family members. Like your source of affection can come from multiple sources. It doesn't have to all come from one source. Or, for me, words of affirmation. I don't need it to come from my husband. He doesn't do it. So and I've opened myself up. Like I did need it to come from him, but then I realized he's not words of affirmation. He thinks it's weak. I can't change his mindset. So what I do instead is I open myself up to receive words of affirmation from other people, and that's okay. Tips on breaking up with someone who says I complete them. It makes me so uncomfortable. So the breakup sandwich. This is why you're great. This is why it's not working for me. This is why you'll be great for someone else. And then stay firm. I want to join the Navy and she left me because she didn't want a military man. So basically what you're talking about is you guys have a difference in fundamental values. That happens. It's better that she left you than stayed with you and fought with you. So just go, that sucks, but now that leaves me open to find somebody who shares my fundamental values. What book do I read to get? You guys do spell check, please. I don't know what you wrote there, my love. Guys, I'm going to start signing off. I want to give you guys a moment to press the follow button if you want to get a notification the next time I come live. So press the follow button and then press my image again. You'll get a pop-up coming up from the bottom with a bell in the bottom right hand corner. Click on the bell and you should get a notification when I go live again. If you guys do that, say I just did. Does anybody want to go leave a review for me right now? If you watch my TikToks and my lives and they've done something for you, or if you've read one of my books, and you want to go leave a Google review, who is willing to go leave a review right now? Say, I will. I do. Just did. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love it. I love it. Love it. Hi, Alex. I will. That guy, thank you. I will. Bubble party. I will wait for you guys if you'll go do that. Um, you're welcome, Madison. Um, so if you actually leave a Google review, I will see it. It's been a while. There is a link in the link tree in my bio. It says spread love. If you go to my bio right now, click on the link tree, click the spread love button, you can go leave a Google review and then come back and say I just did. And then I'll go and see it. If you're going to go do that, say be right back. Thank you for another amazing live. Thank you, Licky Dog. La la. Oh, yay, bubble party. That guy, be right back. Thank you, guys. That means a lot to me. Canada's dating coach, Google reviews. Been watching while I prep my kale. Healthy life, went for a walk. I appreciate you too. Thank you, Chachi. Stephanie. First time on live. Melody. What do you think, Melody? What do you think? What did you think? Join the insecurity workshop but missed the first session. You can come into the Slack work group, and I'm going to add you to a private chat, and I'm going to add in the link for the first one so that you can watch it. So you'll be able to follow through. You'll be able to watch it. And so you won't have missed anything. The only thing you missed was the interactive part, but you won't have missed anything. Glad to be here, Melody. Love watching all your videos. They really make me think. Oh, I love that. Thank you. What was it again? If you go to my bio and you click on the link tree, there's a button that says spread love at the very top. That one takes you to where you can leave a Google review, or you can go to Google and type Chantal Heide, ChantalHeide, Google reviews, and it should take you to where you can leave a review. Or if you read a book, leave an Amazon review. Love those Amazon reviews. Gold. They are golden. Gold, gold, gold. It's so weird. GG. I love you guys. You absolutely deserve happiness. Absolutely, absolutely deserve happiness. Guys, I do have freebies for you too, by the way. If you go in the link tree in my bio and you click on the freebies button, I send you an email with like a bunch of freebies that you can download. Ooh la la. Hi. Don't know if anyone is having issues, but it redirects me to Canadian dating sites. Ooh. Is that right? Do you plan on recording any of your books on audio? Yes, I'm doing Fix That Shit right now, actually. Canadian dating sites. Okay, so if it does that, my love, if it redirected you to Canadian dating sites, can you just Google Canada's dating coach, Google reviews? Google isn't giving me the ability to do it because I live in the US. Oh, that's weird. All right. Oh, Mill reading your book and I'm loving it. Jen. Let me see. Yeah, Bubble Party. Maybe the link isn't working. Can you go just straight to Google and type Canada's dating coach? Like Canada's dating coach, Google reviews, or Chantal Heide, well, even better. Chantal Heide, ChantalHeide, Google reviews, and it should take you to where you can. I appreciate you trying, and I'm glad you're giving me this feedback. Maybe I need to, maybe I should even. I know the link works for some people. I do wonder what's making that difference. I'll do that. Bubble Party, thank you. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate your effort. I know some people, they have to go on their laptop. Like, it's weird. Some people, like, it works on Safari. Some of them, you and your husband are very beautiful. Thank you. When I left a review before, Mad Money, I typed Canada's dating coach reviews and it worked. I'm in the US. Yes. A lot of you guys are getting your freebies right now. I love it. Yeah, and Giovanna, she does Canada dating coach all one, and she said that worked for her. Canada dating coach all together. Let me try that. Yeah, Canada dating coach all one. That works. Y'all are getting your freebies, and I'm in the USA. It's awesome. Oh, getting the freebies. I love it. I love it. So there's a ebook version of Fake Love Need Not Apply. And then there's some sheets that you can do that are gonna like help you through different obstacles that you might be facing. Excited to get my freebie. It's gonna be in your mailbox. If you don't see it, look in your spam folder. And then it does add you guys to my mailing list. We're gonna be sending out like 3 emails a week. One is gonna be a featured YouTube video. One is going to be a featured podcast episode, and one is going to be a featured blog post. How do you get freebies? Go to my bio, click on the link tree, and there's a button that says freebies. I'm going to update that page a little bit just to make sure you guys know. Just make sure you guys know. Yada, 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 yada. Just a reminder that Jesus loves you. Jesus loves everyone. Everyone. No matter what you do. No matter what you do. No matter who you are. Everyone. Because that is his way. And any other way is quite ungodly, because Jesus is made in the image of God. And if you don't love everyone, no matter what they do, no matter who they are, you ain't a Jesus follower. I won't buy a session just so you respond when I say you're so cute. My boyfriend has been avoiding making plans. Only that's not a boyfriend. That's not a boyfriend. He got to go. Ooh, I wanted my friend to do the quiz to see which book is for her, but the link is only through TikTok. Also my Instagram page. And there's I mean, how does God want us to forgive ourselves? How does? I would say through meditation, right? Because with meditation, there's a reduction in anxiety, and forgiveness is reducing your anxiety, right? So through meditation. If you're asking for the how is through meditation. I just saw your break free TikTok. Thank you, Mimi. You're so welcome. Yes. Ooh. Yes.
So you know how people always tell you to...
You're welcome. I read her the questions and she did it, and did it for her, but just wondering for future. You can access it through my Instagram page as well. I love your love, by the way. You guys are amazing. Dr. Bing, I see you. I see you, Dr. Bing. Okay, my loves. I couldn't find it on there. I will search again. Jen Bud. So somebody said that, oh, just bought your book. Excited to start reading. It's one of my TikTok buys. I love your videos. Thank you. Tia, thank you. Tia Le. I love that. I love that. Thank you. Jen Bud. All right. I love your effort. I love your effort. If you still have it in you to try again, somebody said that they wrote Canada or Canada's, like say Canada's dating coach all together, no spaces, in Google, and it worked. I don't know why it's difficult for some people. I really don't. You would think it would be easier. I mean, seriously, like I love you. I love your effort. I really appreciate it very much, Jen Bud. Very, very much. Hello, Dr. Bing. Dr. Bing, go on YouTube. Go catch the replay on this because I am popping off now. I've been winding down for the past 10 minutes. But I am posting my lives on YouTube so that you can go back and watch it. I love you so very much. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll be back soon. You know I will, because I don't stay away for too long. Have a good night.